Yo, what up? It's your boy Keem. Welcome to Take Shots. I'm here with Pete and Scott. We're just chilling today. Honestly, it's a little slow day. It's a fucking slow day. Fucking, we don't know what the fuck's going on.
Sunday in this bitch.
Is it? It is Sunday.
Yeah, that's why it's
Football
slow.
Sunday. Go Bucks.
Praise the Lord.
Go Bucks. We sipping.
On
I'm sipping.
on Christ.
Honestly, we're not taking. I'm not taking shots today. I'm sipping fucking Modelo's. It's a chill night for me.
It's Sunday, so I'm
So
on my beer shit.
I got school tomorrow, so you know I ain't trying to get
I quit drinking.
School.
You quit drinking. I quit drinking.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, Pete, please put me on to what you were saying about somebody that whatever.
Transgender.
Transginger.
There's a redhead who dyed his hair.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I think this person has red hair too, which is the weirdest shit.
They don't have no
So,
soul anyway. Then.
all right. So one time, Joey Beard was banging this girl in a car, right?
Hmm.
But then her sister's transgender. There's a weird transition. I know. I had to get a little spicy, right? But it's just like when I seen the tag on it, I knew who it was because someone else that I know that does art. You know what I'm saying? I was like, they told me that like 3 years ago. I'm like, nah, I'm not believing it. No. But then I seen the chest hair today, and I was just like, oh hell no,
Oh, it's for real.
not literally chest
So you
hair,
didn't
not
believe
literally
it.
chest
So
hair,
so
but
basically, Joey Beard was dating a girl or banging a girl whose sister was a trans at the time, right? I mean,
no, at the time she was
oh,
normal at that
okay,
time.
okay. She was.
Damn, I said normal. All
Who
right, so
cares,
she was
bro?
a
Whatever.
female at that time.
She was
She's a
human then.
sis.
Yeah, I mean, she was. She was not human now.
Damn.
You should
Damn.
go ahead and dig that hole, baby. Okay. Regardless, she wasn't trans at the time. She's trans now. So, but you didn't believe it. So now, when you seen the profile pic, she had the pecs in the hair. She made sure she had the taco meat out.
She got a better beard than me.
Oh, he.
But
Don't
the
get it
point
twisted. It's a
is,
he
what
now.
I need some of them pills.
I don't give a
My
fuck
beard
what
don't.
you are. I still don't care. But at the end of the day, when I was sitting there and I was thinking about, I said, "Damn, when do you pass that line to where you can never go back and it's too late?"
Pretty much when you cut
Right
it
now,
off.
Yeah, but that's a woman.
no, but
Well, it
I had
was
a
a
dream
woman.
I cut my dick off last night, but there was two of me. It was weird.
What?
All
I
right,
had a dream. I cut my dick off
What?
last night.
it was
Two
just a
of you.
pic. It was just a pic.
Ooh,
Um,
damn! Put that bitch on the
but and
old
then I got
fucking
pissed
chop
out of
block,
it
huh?
too. It was weird. But I knew I had another dick, so it was good. But anyway, so it's like, when do you pass this point where it's like, I got the beard, I ain't got no titties. Like, when have I gone too far? And like, if maybe I want to suck
I
dicks
feel like
again.
it'd be,
Do I?
wouldn't it
You
be
ever suck dicks as a guy?
wouldn't it be easier for a woman to go back because you can just get fake titties, stop taking the pills, and technically just go back?
Just rip
Is
that
that
thing
how it
off.
works?
I mean,
You just get to
obviously,
choose what you
obviously
want
your
to do
boobs
every
wouldn't
other day.
obviously look the same, but they'd be better because don't they say fake boobs are better? Anyway, not men, but
I
women
got
think
more
that.
titties than this man, woman.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying if he wanted to go back to she could just get fake boobs, stop taking the testosterone, and shave.
Woman to that, man.
Why can't I do that with my credit score?
You can.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why
Go
can't
ahead
I
and
just
pay
wake
them
up one day like,
motherfuckers
damn,
off.
I want to change. I want to change that
Yeah,
shit.
you pay your bills.
Nah, fuck that. Mm-mm. No, it don't
Okay,
work like
well,
that.
it does work exactly like that. You pay your
Oh yeah.
bills, and your credit score goes up.
At the end of the day, she could always have anal sex, and it's the same, no matter the gender of the other person. I guess I don't know.
Yo, is it weird that as a male, I think women enjoy anal sex more than males? And I know that's weird, and I know it's untrue, but it's just like it helps me. You know, I don't know. I just feel like getting fucked in the ass is a girl thing, not a guy thing. Even though that's the only way gay men can kind of have sex, unless it's oral.
Right.
You can get genital warts from anal sex with a female.
Really? Is that where General Ward started?
I don't think it's genital warts, but you can get some type of wart on your shit because I think the shit gets in your pores under your skin and then it heals. And I don't know too much about
You
it.
Sounds
I
like
make
a
just
me.
seen
fucking
it.
You
infection, dog.
actually hold on. You make me fucking glad I ain't
I don't
fucking
know.
fucked
But
them
Sounds like
somebody
an
in the ass
infection.
yet.
I read that, I was a little done with it. You know, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, dicks
I don't
ain't
want to
supposed to
bump
go
someone's
in
shit.
ass. You know what I'm saying? They're not
If
supposed
there's
to
a
go there.
bump on my dick, I would prefer it with some type of disease or something rather than just a fucking fashion statement.
Wait,
Um,
what?
not,
You?
I'm gonna have to say
Oh,
no to that one, dog.
yeah. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna go with
You say you
I'd
think-
rather have not have bumps on my penis.
Period.
But that's what I'm saying. If you have one on there, it better be a goddamn medical reason,
I mean,
not
Yeah.
just a fashion
I feel
statement.
like a keloid
You
on
know,
the
yeah,
tip of
maybe
your
I'll
dick. You
take
just
the
got
words,
extra
okay?
skin there, huh? You just got a fucking the dick with a helmet on. What's that extra shit you got on that thing?
For the
Shit.
ladies.
What's up with
But
them?
you got some DLC on that dick.
Yeah, for real. What's up with them two bumps, man? Shit look like a chameleon.
Changing color.
For real. Fuck, man.
Fucking King White Claw over there. Look at him.
I'm sipping Modelo, so I don't know. I don't feel
Huh?
too.
That's a
Yo, what made you like White Claw? What happened?
Capri
What
Sun.
was this transition that said, you know what? I'm gonna be on the claw. I want to try this.
Peace trans.
I hate alcohol.
Don't we
I
all?
don't drink. There's a Capri Sun.
Oh, I hear you, dog. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Non-alcoholic beverages.
That's an O'Doyle.
Well, your phone going off,
It's a
ain't it?
non-alcoholic beer. Well, it's the senior assisted living station. I don't know what that's about, but moving on.
Hey, man.
Moving on.
Too much face action. Get it. Go ahead and lean back.
There you
There you
go.
go. There you go.
Look at that.
Shit, you
What
was
do
like
you
getting up close
do?
and personal. Hey,
I'm
man.
gonna pause.
Yeah,
that.
you know, shit. She was gay, man. She used to be gay.
Um.
So
She used to be gay. Why couldn't
Um.
she be
I
gay
don't. I just
anymore?
threw
She
some
used
random
to be
shit
a
out there.
woman.
Oh man. So anyway,
In any event.
All right.
yeah,
We're like,
I gotta get drunk, bro.
yeah.
I gotta feel something. It ain't gonna take long because
You,
I got an empty stomach.
Facts.
you're sipping it like a fucking trans right now.
Okay.
Kissing it slowly. Sip that shit.
Chug
Hey,
it.
kissing.
Kissing.
Niggas
You
used to try to
give it a
say.
little tongue.
Niggas were like, yo, man, let me kiss on that. When you want to sip in somebody's drink, let me kiss that.
I never noticed it. Like when I first came to Florida, I'd say shit like that, and people like not people would be like Jose, he'd be like, "That's gay as fuck." Like I'm like, or
Bro, a
like
lot of things
he'd
that
go
people
on
say
like
is
that
gay.
fucking M16, and I'd be like, "That's cute." He'd be
Yo,
like,
you know
"There
what's
ain't nothing
weird?
cute about it."
Yo,
Okay,
straight dudes do a lot of gay shit or make a lot of gay jokes, but I don't know. Is it gay though? Like you know how like dudes be
no,
joking all the time, like, damn, bro, let me see that dick or something stupid. You know, just something gay as hell.
that might be gay. That might be gay.
Like, yo, my man got a fat dick.
That's not gay. That's not gay.
Statement.
Just, yo, my man got a fat dick. You should go fuck with him. You see that, man? That's fat dick spirit right there.
Fat dick spirit.
What's
That's not
that? Yo,
original.
I've been saying fat dick spirit for so damn long. I don't even know the original saying.
Um. Damn.
What?
Big dick something,
Big
right?
dick energy.
Oh, there
And
you
yeah, there we go.
I've been purposely saying fat dick spirit.
Yeah, brainwashed
just,
me into forgetting it too.
just because it's funnier. Big dick energy is it's just, I don't know. It might have yo when someone first said it in a conversation, like when a female was saying it, like yo, this man's giving off big dick energy. You know, it's funny. You know what I mean? But fat dick spirit is funny. It's always gonna be
All
funny
right,
because it sounds crazy.
if
That man got the
women in the
girth.
music industry didn't have to rap about their body, what would they rap about?
What?
The same thing men rap about. Honestly, when I was listening to Megan Thee Stallion on the way home, that body song, that body yada yada yada, hey nigga, hey.
You would get
Anyway,
that.
hey, but I was listening to her lyrics, right? You know, I started listening to lyrics. I'm like, honestly, bro, if she was a man, Motherfuckers would be like, "Yo, bro, she got bars. She got. I mean, he got bars. He got bars." Honestly, the song she got lyrics
The
in that.
verse is good.
She puts
The
she
verse is
put
good.
yeah. She puts good lyrics down. I was like, okay. I mean, obviously ain't the best. It ain't like metaphorically good, but honestly, her flow's banging. Her lyrics are on point. Honestly, I was hating on her when she first came out, bro. But honestly, I don't know why. Because now it's not because everybody likes her. I'm like, there's different reasons why I like her, and I'm like, but I don't obviously bang her like that. I hardly even listen to music anymore. But I'm
You
like,
wish you banged it like
but I'd rather listen to Megan Thee Stallion than basically any. You can say Cardi B and all these other people because those people are just saying whatever on the track. You know what I'm saying? She's actually at least putting some substance to it. You know what I mean? So I like that. But yeah, to actually answer your question, I think if women didn't have their bodies to rap about, they just rap about the same shit men do.
Nah, there was this
Nah,
one girl
well,
that was on like
that's like
the
saying
Will
like,
Show cover this year.
oh, hold on, you kind of just fucked me up there. If women didn't rap about bodies, then it's like the same thing. What would men rap about? Because I guess the men would just take
What he says,
pussy out of the equation.
no, yo, this dick's so big, make me wanna take
Dudes
care of
definitely
your
do that.
kids. And
Come on,
you know, he says like some
stop
shit like
fronting
that
like dudes don't do that.
in rap.
Yes, stop fronting,
What rap you listen to?
bro. You're telling me that niggas don't rap about dope dick? They're like, yeah, I got this dope dick, got this bitch coming back. You saying dudes don't rap like that?
Yeah, they do. I
They
can't fuck
just,
with female rappers though.
yeah.
No,
It's only because honestly,
nigga
now
doesn't
hold
want
on.
to
Now
take
this
care. He
isn't
said, okay,
now for y'all out there. This isn't sexist. Just because as a man you honestly vibe with man things because obviously you're a man. You know what I mean? You can relate to those type of
like
things. And the girls talk about how you know what I'm saying, wet pussy and all that other shit. Like dudes can't uh we can vibe to it because of some fact like yeah we trying to get wet pussy, but in the aspect of like you know what I mean? We don't have pussies, so we can't really fuck with it. When you talk about your body and all this other shit, we can't. We can vibe to it to the beat and shit, but we don't feel the lyrics. You know what I mean? It ain't about us. You know what I mean? Bitches vibe to dude music when they even when they say suck their dick. Women be out here saying suck my dick and all this other shit, which is weird. But
I
Yeah.
never thought that was weird though. I don't know.
yeah, exactly.
That's like I thought the new
No, what
benefit
I'm
was
saying is it's like
sucking my dick.
I'm thinking too deep on it, right? I'm thinking too deep on it when a woman says "suck my dick." Obviously, when I first hear it, I don't really care. But when you think deeper, it's like it's kind of weird that she said "suck my dick." Why don't you say "suck my tits" or something? I mean, obviously, it doesn't come off as disrespectful because a dude's gonna be like, "Hell yeah, you know I'm finna do
Hell
that." You know, what I'm saying? As a woman, you
Hey,
can't
but
tell a
in
dude, "Yo, fuck off,
2021,
suck my tits, nigga."
in
Dude's gonna be like,
2021, a woman
"Shit,
saying that makes sense.
huh?"
Suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes sense now in 2021.
Yo, suck my tits. Oh. Or suck
Saying
my
suck
clit
my
or something.
dick.
You could be like, suck my clit. And nigga be like, for sure, right now? Because dudes are weird, bro.
Transgender. Suck my dick. That's
Motherfucker,
what, that's what I'm trying to get at.
rut row. Yo, I'm just saying. But yes, obviously. But I don't. But you know, women be like, "Oh, you're sexist if you don't listen." We like women's songs, but it's like we ain't banging Meg Thee Stallion going down the highway. It ain't the first. But if it's on the radio, you let it play. But if I have to make an MP3 list or whatever, or Spotify playlist, Meg Thee Stallion ain't gonna be on there like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. See, for me, it's different. But I can see why dudes don't vibe to
You work out to make
women
sense.
rappers, bro. It's like I
You're
don't
talking
know.
about sucking dicks and cashing
Yeah.
out on men
Yeah,
Nah,
like
when
men
nah,
can't
your
be like
body
I can't
like
sit there and be like shit. Let it. He eat me up, swallow it, and all this other shit. And I'm sitting there and he
yeah,
putting the he's and
some
I'm
little
sitting there
thing shit.
like reciting this. So it's kind of gay. You know what I'm saying? It's not.
Dipset,
It,
dipset.
so it's like
You
for
know what I'm
women,
saying?
it's women is different because they tell other women to suck their dicks or eat my ass or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. Like they use the same slang that men use to each other, and it doesn't feel gay. You know what I'm saying?
Suck my toes, pussy.
I'm not really saying anything right now. I'm just speaking.
speaking.
I don't know. Do women rappers get? Oh, actually, on Facebook they've been cataloging that new battle rap shit. You know that underground battle rap with what the fuck do they call it?
No.
Coffee or something? I don't fuck what the fuck it's called. It doesn't matter. Where Arsenal's on there battle rapping a female battle rapper, but he's shitting on her like, and you know. And then I went to the comment section, and everybody's complaining that a bunch of dudes really. I'm like, man, that's fucked up. You shouldn't put female against no male. Da, da, da. Nah, he was honestly, he was disrespectful.
Like,
But honestly,
at the end of
but
the
if you
day,
want to talk about like equality, man, that's how she should want to be treated. That's how she went there knowing damn well she was going up against one of the best fucking battle rappers ever, the most disrespectful. Why would
who was it?
it's Arsenal?
Oh,
You know what I'm
Arsenal. I
saying?
thought
She's
you
going
said
up against
optional. I'm
Arsenal.
like, who
If
the fuck
anything, bro,
is that?
he gave her more respect by not treating her any different than any other nigga
Yeah,
he'd be freestyling against. You know what I'm saying? He was just as disrespectful, didn't hold no punches, didn't do none of that. That's real respect. That means he sees her as an opponent. You know what I'm saying? If he dummied himself
the
down,
actual art of battle rap.
that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? She has a love for this game. You know what I'm saying? And she wants to be respected as such.
Sport.
And he showed her that respect. So all the dudes in the comment, I'm like, yo, you guys are corny for like she's there for a reason. You know what I mean? Regardless if she wins or loses, you know what I mean? She wanted to be. She's in there. Hey man, it's a fair game. Rap isn't gender based. You know what I mean? Do more men
Oh,
rap better? Probably, but not to say there's not a female out there to be slaughtering shit. You mean?
you know what
And
it
you
is? I think it really comes down to the fact that like the background things. Like there's women out there that do the same exact thing that men do in life, or whatever the case may be. Um, but like men might go through certain trials and tribulations a tiny bit more than women, and not only that too, and especially in a rap battle. Like you're a woman, you might do some shicey shit, and the men are gonna magnify on that.
um.
Where vice versa, it's really not gonna matter.
So I don't. Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, it's like I don't. I feel like I don't know. It's so weird. It's like men are the ones to blame. Will always be the top for blame for everything. It's like when a woman does something like crime wise or anything that's basically
Yeah.
illegal.
They get
When women do it, they
pretty.
kind of get off with a slap on the hand.
They get it
More,
light.
yeah, they get like a light sentencing more than their male counterparts. So it's like, but our image don't get ruined as much as women's do, right? So a woman would do it.
100%.
So it's like a man's already image is already fucked up. It's like how low can you go? You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean. When you see a woman go into that position, say like robbing, killing, doing drugs, her self image is so ruined that nobody in society basically treats her like dirt. Where men it is what you kind of get a little more respect because you're just a hard man. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. I don't even think I'm saying it right. It's just women get less harsh crimes dealt against them, but their self image is way more slandered than men are. You know what I mean? It's like get this piece of shit bitch away from me, and then men are like, yo, give this dude a chance. You know what I mean? Even though he went to jail a long time, then she did. Her self image is always gonna be fucked, while his can maybe be repaired.
I mean, I guess it would have a lot to do with like their jobs and shit, like the average woman's job and everything.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I was telling Pete, I was watching the documentary on crack on Netflix where they ruined where crack was the media ruined the image of the black woman, right? So it's like when they were basically talking about a black drug addict, they're basically saying, oh, these women are care about crack more than their kids and da da da. And they only so crack does this to the populace, but the image they always portrayed was black women, not any other race. Even though every other race was on it, the image they put in the article was black children and black women, never Hispanic women, never white women. Even though
That's just,
all the races in poverty were feeling the effects, they only used black people as that image, which is weird.
I mean, that's
Obviously,
that's typical of the media though, to just paint
it's
pictures
typical. It's
racially.
typical. It made it. Media makes things racist when it didn't need to be. Obviously, it was affecting poverty areas. That's everybody who's there. What is the biggest percentage? Black and Latinos. But why didn't they use other Latino women? Why didn't when the doctor was on the TV saying, "Oh, look at this baby who was born addicted to crack," they used a black baby. I mean,
You know what's crazy though? I just googled crack right now, and pretty much everybody is white in the Google images,
Mm-hmm.
except for this one guy who was trapping with he was trapping crack, and he used to put it in fruit roll-up packets. He was black, but it makes sense.
He was trapping with fruit roller packets.
That
Hey
shit
man,
is hilarious.
I'm just saying that shit's crazy to me. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. Society's weird on how men and women are viewed differently, right? Men are supposed to be, I don't know,
Men, masculine.
masculine, breadwinner. I don't like today, but it's only because I grew up in the '90s, I guess. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like these soft ass men that we're getting. You know what I'm saying? All right, Pete, go ahead, cause you look like you seen something hilarious. Go ahead. I want to. What are you looking at?
I'm just like looking at like different like people making food with crack and like like
Crack
Cake
edibles,
with
bro.
crack cake, nigga. Got a couple rocks sprinkled on
Crack
top,
on it.
bro.
all right, so this picture I'm looking at right now is like crack cocaine, 1 1/4 teaspoons of sugar, and then 2.5 cups of sugar with a water symbol, and then it was like 2010. It was like that makes no sense. But I'm seeing like burritos and cookies. Like I'm seeing
Crack cakes,
pecan nuts,
the crack
pistachios.
cakes, baby.
Crack
Like, bro, yeah,
pistachio.
crack cake, yeah, not a cosmic brownie, a crack brownie. But
What?
like it's so surprising all these people that are white smoke. I mean, it's not surprising because if you really be in the trap, then you know a lot of white people smoke crack too. But like,
But
you're
that's what I'm
right.
saying.
Like
Like, it's like, even though every race does drugs, they only portray the black people to be the most heavy users. You know what I'm saying? Even though the
there's
numbers are probably the same across the board.
someone has like a famous horse that's all white that wins mad races. Its name is just crack.
Just crack.
I'm putting
God,
30 on crack.
30 eyes.
Bro,
Yeah.
we gotta get some people on this podcast. We gotta get some people.
Some crack.
Not anybody in the Xbox party. I'm talking people like Mr. Reed, Nate. I can't wait for Nate to get out, bro. Just I want
Hell
Nate on
yeah.
this podcast so bad because I want there's questions I want to ask Nate about, like, his CO experiences, like, some of the correction officers he faced, or just some of the people he's dealt with. I feel like Nate has never opened up about his jail encounters. I would love to hear his real stories. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Nate never talks about jail,
Let's try
bro.
to crack down.
Yeah, he does. It's like all he talks about.
Nah, hell no.
No,
You don't.
no, no.
He don't
Not
ever
that
talk
in
about his
depth.
actual experiences, bro. Like
Yeah, like
this,
all right,
he
so
makes
if
it
you're
seem
in
like all he
jail,
did was go to sleep and play basketball. You know what I'm saying? There had to be things in between that he's done. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
hung out with Nate a lot more than y'all, so I've heard basically all his stories.
Yeah.
that doesn't mean
What was
no
one of
being he was not
I don't
in the
know.
party with
I
no
want to hear one of his stories so bad. What was
Yeah.
one of maybe the craziest stories you think you heard from Nate?
Hmm.
What sticks
nothing.
with you? That's what I'm
That's
saying.
the
Nothing,
point.
right?
Yeah, nothing really.
That's what I'm
Nothing
saying. There
crazy.
has to be something. I feel
There
like
was like the riot story, but that wasn't even that good. It was just like I just pulled in, fucking, I was locked up. Like he just got into the jail and like they were rioting.
oh,
Yeah.
Joey Beard
Most
probably
of his
got better
stories is
stories than
like
that.
cooking, fucking
Joey Beard
getting
making dice.
getting cigarettes and shit. That's basically all his stories.
Mm.
Some dude's getting fucked up.
Joey Beard making dice, making money off dice, making people dice and shit. Hilarious.
That was Nate.
Was that Nate? I don't know
Yeah.
which one it was. I thought Nate.
Sounds more like
I thought that was Joey making the dice.
sounds more like a Nate
Joey
thing.
Beard was in jail. Nate was in prison.
Which is more dangerous.
It's a whole different
Sounded
league.
like he
See,
had a
that's what
better
I'm saying.
time.
Like, I need to hear. I don't know. Maybe he's just not ready to tell them stories, the real tales. You know what I'm saying? There's too much extorting going on, but there's nothing to extort off Nate.
It's so funny. Like I'm still looking through the crack photos, and like some of them just be like someone's hand like in a crack. What the fuck? You know what I'm here for? A whole lot of stuffing and shit like that. Though I'm telling you, crack soup.
A bunch of memes, a bunch of meme pictures.
Not even white people and cooking. Like I'm telling you.
White people and cooking.
And then there's just this one white dude. He's like, it's like a stop sign, like stop snitching, but it just says stop doing this. It's the dude cracking his neck, like, what?
Yo,
So
that was
funny.
another thing that fucking the Reagans did, nigga. That's all they did was say no to drugs. That's all they did. They didn't even help people. All they did was that was their slogan: say no to drugs. If somebody asks you if you want to do drugs, just say no. And they basically paid a bunch
Yeah.
of money, like athletes and rappers, to make songs about saying
People
no
that
to drugs. But
are
that's all they did. They never actually put resources into the community to actually stop this shit. They didn't even. Police weren't policing, which is even crazier.
No, it's not. It was a different time.
Yo, the 80s.
War on drugs, baby.
There wasn't even a war.
Was the 80s? Was
It's a never-ending war.
70s to
So then,
70s to 80s?
no, because then when all this shit started happening, once people started realizing what the government was doing, now they wanted to target the drug dealers. I mean, yes, it is part of their fault for selling drugs, but at the same time, it's not. You know what I'm saying? And now
Huh?
what they did, so everybody had served time, right? So everybody is getting locked up and serving time and all this other shit for the crimes they committed, right? All the drug deals,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But the only people who didn't ever suffer from their crimes were the government, were the politicians.
They never do though.
They never, yeah, but it because all they did was use the media to put that these drug dealers are bad and pit the neighborhoods against each other to
Yeah,
only
the
think
fourth
of
rank of the
each other,
government.
to only think of
Media.
the people in the community. The drug dealers are bad, but not the fucking government who put the fucking drugs in the community in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying?
And so I'm trying to say the same thing about the guns, though.
It's the same thing with the guns.
These
But
military,
so
these
what they did
military
was
grade weapons in the 80s, like that, nobody in the 80s had fucking connections to get military grade weapons.
yeah,
Actually,
Or
that was
pistols.
actually when it was more popping to get military grade weapons.
was it?
Automatics.
Because like the
Well,
people
the
that would
bill
leave the
wasn't signed
Vietnam
yet
War and
to
shit
get
like
rid of
that.
automatics. It
So
wasn't fucking signed.
well,
Maybe.
he's not saying that.
Now,
He's
only people that can have automatic rifles are fucking dealerships. So
so
places that
Yeah,
sell weapons.
I'm just saying they just took and then they just targeted basically the men that were selling drugs. So all the men got ripped from their homes and taken out. And what they put in place, a welfare system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that cause it creates dependent fucking citizens.
And it wasn't just
Depend on the
Republicans. It's
government.
yes, the
Reagan.
Reagan
Rogan.
administration. I said Rogan. The Reagan administration was fucked beyond belief. Every single person involved should be in jail right now. Death penalty. That's how I feel. But the Democrats were on board as well at the time. Like this party, the political parties weren't split that bad back like you see today. You know what I'm saying? They were actually kind of in line with each other back in the day.
What's so bad about the Reagan administration, Q?
The crack epidemic in general, bro. They the Reagan administration seen communism going in Mexico. They hate communism so bad that they wanted to get rid of it in Mexico.
Yo, Reagan was a fucking
Bro,
commie hater for
bro,
sure. He saw communists everywhere.
Bro, let me tell you something. He hated communists so bad that he made the Contras to fight the rebel soldiers in Mexico to fight the communist government they were having. What they did was basically so the U.S. Congress didn't want to fund this shit anymore. They were like they didn't see no point of it. They wanted no part of it. They wanted to help the American people, right? So what did fucking Reagan do? Oh, he wasn't gonna stop and pull his troops out of fucking South America or Central America, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He sold missiles to Iran illegally and that money he used to fund the war. That so when the planes came and dropped off money, they loaded that plane up. Guess with what? Fucking drugs, cocaine to bring back to the U.S. Why they did that? Who knows? Maybe it was a trade-off deal, like Peter was saying. But it was all illegal.
I mean, that shit hasn't.
They voted
stopped.
on not helping the Central America anymore. The government had so the Reagan Party illegally sold weapons and and funded a war illegally, and they never suffered any repercussions from that.
Yeah, like Immortal Technique had He's a underground rap. You know what Motor Technique
Yeah,
is?
obviously I know
Underground
what Motor is.
rapper, wicked fucking political. He was saying that we do know that Iran and Iraq and all them, they have fucking nuclear weapons because Reagan still has the receipts.
Exactly. Bro, go watch that documentary on fucking, because it probably explains, even if you don't care about the crack on how it started, it still explains a lot about the Reagan administration. And I can see why anybody who's been political for a long time can see why they hate Donald Trump. Because in this fucking documentary, you have Reagan fucking speaking, and he's like, and he's talking about helping the fucking Mexicans not be communists. He's like, let's do this, da da da, and let's make America great again. I said, oh shit, I thought that was a Trump slogan. Trump
Yeah,
stole that shit from Reagan.
yeah. You know that?
No, I did not know this. I mean, hey man, I just got into political game before
Reagan did
everybody
a
else
lot of
started.
Reagan did
But
a lot of good for
I started
the
paying attention to
economy.
politics when Obama had his second term. That's when I started paying attention to politics. But
You ever hear of Reaganomics?
I mean, I heard the phrase, but I obviously don't know what it consists of.
It's basically Reagan got us out of a recession by cutting the federal income tax and all,
Selling drugs.
and reducing, and selling drugs. And
It didn't come
basically,
on a good way.
he fucking he slowed the flow of inflation, like the inflation of our dollar.
So
He slowed it by basically controlling the government's money and saying we're not gonna fucking spend crazy money on stupid
you know how
shit.
many people lost their jobs before the? So just to fund this, these rebels, the Contras in South America, Americans lost so many jobs, and that's where it all started. But say again. All right, hold on. I don't know what the first cup is, but I know what the second one is. Give me a second. Can you hear her?
A little bit.
All right. Well, my wife's yelling at me. Give me 1 second.
All right, I'm gonna grab a beer.
There you go. What's going on, bud? Is it gone? Is that it?
All right.
All right, guys, we're back. My wife needed help with the baby, so I had to do a brief intermission. What happened to Pete?
No, probably smoking a butt.
Oh. So anyway, like I was saying, so before the government didn't. We lost so many damn jobs during this whole Contra fuel that the Congress said, "No, we're done. Let's pull troops out of there. Blah blah. We're wasting resources." And Reagan really didn't want to do it, so he clearly did what he did. Like, I don't know. That dude sounds like the worst fucking president in the history of fucking America. Do you, what? What? You sound like you about to say something crazy. Well, you don't sound like anything. That pause, you sound like you about to say something nuts.
Oh, he's like the front runner of fucking conservatism, which I kind of don't mind that. But he wasn't really that great of a.
No, he was
fucking
horrible president. I don't care what you say, bro. He chose another country over his own, the struggling of his own people in this country.
president. That sounds real democratic.
I mean, that sounds real politician. I don't care what party. Stop doing that shit. It doesn't matter about which party, because they're all
Nah,
fucking
it
scum.
does though.
Bro, they're all
Yeah.
scum. I'm like, bro, all right, you sound like a real
What?
extreme left now. You used to be. You
Extreme
sound.
left.
You sound like an extreme left, nigga. I mean,
Extreme left.
extreme right, nigga.
How's that?
Bro, just from you saying, I don't know, it sounds like a democratic move. No, bro, it sounds like a politician move. Start
Yeah.
holding these goddamn politicians accountable. These people ain't shit. They don't care about us. It's bad enough we can't even overthrow these cunts.
Well, it's yeah, it's against the law, I guess.
It is against the law. Think
No,
about
it's
it
not.
like,
It's actually in the Constitution that we can do it.
yeah, but that is just because you can doesn't mean it makes you an enemy of the current government. It's in our Constitution, but it makes us an enemy of the current government since we're going against them. You feel what I'm saying?
You know,
The thing is,
Huh?
what?
you know somebody that was there or something?
No, I'm.
Oh.
I'm just saying, bro. In general, hold on, let me put this hood on. My hair looking crazy. I need to give myself a haircut. I'm just saying, in general. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore.
Damn.
Yo,
you knew somebody that was there.
I don't know anybody who was there. Listen, these
Neither.
I
these
do.
politicians ain't for us. Ain't never gonna be for us. We can't. So my thing is, right, if it's in our constitution, right, to overthrow our government, the people who are overthrowing, does that make them not American anymore? Is that what these people are being charged with? A terrorist against America?
Who cares? If you're not American or not, who gives a fuck about this country? Who gives a fuck about the other country? Who gives a fuck about this
A
world?
lot
Who
of
gives a fuck
people.
about their
You
life?
don't leave the party. Like, I don't understand what you're like. Honestly, that doesn't make any sense. Who cares about this? A lot of people do. Just because you don't care doesn't mean other people
Why
don't
do
have to
that?
care.
Why do
We
that?
care.
Why do that?
We care.
Why do that?
What?
Why?
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 Why what?
Why do
Because
you
I care about other humans. You don't. That's fine.
Well, do
I
you
don't
understand?
expect you.
Like,
I don't expect you to. Someone who's heartless. I don't care what
Tell
your
me
opinion
how
is.
I feel.
yeah.
Huh?
Tell me how I feel.
You just said who
You tell
cares.
me how I feel.
You told me just how you feel.
Okay,
You
I
said who
care.
cares. Who cares is a statement saying I don't care. So why are we talking about it?
No,
The only
if I said
reason-
I do care, it's a statement.
Yeah, the only reason I fuck with conservative is because it literally means less government, more power to the people. It's literally
still never
less
Does
taxes,
make sense.
less government bullshit, less government regulations.
Yeah, that
and
makes
just let
sense.
people
That
live.
makes sense.
That's
but-
what conservative is like what fucking Republican fucking state has laws where you need a fucking license to fish.
Here's what I'm gonna say. You're
None.
fucking up.
Democratic
Just
states,
because
on the other hand.
that's what your definition or the actual definition of being conservative is, doesn't mean the Republicans are practicing that.
Well, no, it doesn't mean
that
all
definition.
Republicans are conservative. Also, there's different parties within the party.
And that's what makes this shit stupid and gay.
Yeah, it does.
Like, that's what I'm saying right there, right? So what
I wanna
kind
run
of
for Congress.
Republican are you? Are you a conservative, or are you a fucking capitalist black hole who likes to suck everybody into it and just consume everything? You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Yeah.
Basically.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's just like these people don't care about you, but you guys fucking love to care about them.
We don't. I don't care about them. That's what
Well, they
does that mean?
affect us
That doesn't
directly.
make-
Why are you talking about them?
Because they affect our lives. Because it
Directly
affects my
affect
life
it.
directly.
They affect your life.
They affect your life. Why can't you
Everybody-
find a
well-
job? Because you're a felon. Why can't you do this? Because you can't do this. Why can't you do this? Because you can't do that. It's harder for you to live your normal life because of, yes, Pete, I already know what you're going to say. My life's changed because they made me. But what I'm saying is, it would be easier for you to find a job if you're a criminal if these governments didn't regulate that.
Yeah.
Why should it be easy for you if you're a criminal?
Why should one person be judged on a mistake that they made, or a younger part of themselves before they even grew up? People change every day. You're not the same person you was 2 years ago, are you? No, you're not. So why should you be judged on that past person? What I'm saying is these politicians affect your life. What I'm saying is you're saying who doesn't care, but these politicians affect you directly. You may not care in that aspect of like, I don't care. It is what it is. When I die, none of this shit's gonna matter anyway. So why even fight? Okay, that's your outlook. Whatever.
Did you vote?
Who, me? No, because there was no point.
Yeah.
Why would I vote for two people that I don't care about?
So if you have
That
an
doesn't make
opinion
sense.
on it, it's not gonna.
No, because I could have voted for Andrew Yang, who I really wanted, and it still wouldn't have mattered.
But you didn't.
But because he wasn't, you can't. I mean, you can, but he wouldn't have even. It wouldn't have mattered. Which means my vote wouldn't have mattered.
No,
Let's get off of politics. There's enough of that shit on Facebook.
I'm just saying in general. It's like, why didn't you vote for that person? Well, what would that vote have mattered if it wouldn't have mattered? When you know for a fact it doesn't matter.
You're over here talking about criminals. The criminals don't have the right to vote, but you do.
So exactly. So why? So you're saying why does?
But you didn't.
What I'm saying is, well, you're asking me why do you guys? You're asking us why do we care? Because it directly affects us. You're saying it doesn't when it does.
And you just brought up a point.
It does. My whole paycheck changed because of a president. My taxes changed because of a president. What are you saying? Those type of things that affect me. Weed legalization is happening because of our government. People getting locked up or not locked up, decriminalized. You know, back in New Bedford, when you got caught with a dime bag, it was a criminal offense. Nowadays, it's just a fucking a fine?
It's not. No.
It's decriminalized. It's nothing. It's that's what happens when you vote. Those are the things that
it's circumstantial
though. Exactly, it's everything circumstantial. But what I'm saying is those are the things that change when you vote. So when you sit here and you say, "Oh, what does it matter?" What do you mean? If everybody thought like you, we'd be still slaves.
We still are.
you ain't wrong.
I'm just saying.
No, we all slaves.
I like my illusion. I like my illusion of freedom. Okay, it's better than the actual slavery that people were actually in a certain part of time. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen,
I have my
illusion of freedom. You get to leave the plantation, but you absolutely have to go back when they tell you to.
Understandable. Not. You're not wrong. 100%. The illusion that we're all cattle in this cage, but our field is huge. You feel what I'm saying? The illusion of freedom is amazing.
Exactly.
Well,
you hear?
You're talking about illusion when you should be talking about the bigger picture.
I'm always talking about the bigger picture, but the bigger picture is always how do you start? You can't just you can't start at the frame. You gotta start at the middle, bro. You can't break the barriers before you even stop painting, nigga. What do you mean? The canvas is only so big, man.
I'm telling you what, 200,000-300,000 people ain't gonna change no goddamn thing. The shit that the such and such unnamed person that may or may have not been at that place. Some shit like that.
What I'm saying is, if everybody thought like you, right? There's the whole reason why, a part of this podcast. Okay, what I'm saying is, hold on. This is a part of this. This is one reason about podcasts in these talking. It changes people's minds. It changes the perspective, and it will gather or tear people apart. Either or, it doesn't matter. But this is the point of dialogue and coming together. Because if everybody thought like you, where there's no point of even trying, then we wouldn't even be here today. We wouldn't even be, me and you wouldn't even be able to be friends. We wouldn't be hanging out. We wouldn't be able to love each other because what's the point of trying? Because the government, the world's always going to be the same.
The government allowed any of this to even happen.
Hey, want to hear some crazy shit?
The people did.
This is gonna piss you off.
Who, me?
Because of yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
All right, Nancy Pelosi and far left Democrats are trying to get rid of trying to eliminate the use of father, mother, son, daughter, brother.
I was trying to tell you guys that the other day.
Because it's not all gender inclusive.
But the other day she had a speech and she used those gender terms.
Whoa.
And at the impeachment of Donald Trump, She had that
Talk
speech
about
she
a
used.
hypocrite.
I mean, obviously she hasn't got rid of it now, but I mean, what? Like I said,
Who the
that
fuck
shit like
who
that, I
wants
don't care
that
about.
though?
Shit like that, but no. Hey, if the House of Representatives don't want to use ma'am and sir and all that, that's up to them, bro. As long as they don't put that shit on the American people, that's fine. If they get that job and that job requires you not to say gender terms, hey man, that's just what it is.
That's part of the job.
I don't. Hey, that's part of the fucking job. You change it. You know what I'm saying? Go take Nancy's job and change it back.
But
It's not
yeah,
affecting us. That type of shit. I mean, it's crazy. It's that is not news to me because that doesn't affect the American people. That only affects the people in Congress and the House of Representatives. It doesn't matter to me. And now she was trying to
uh,
infringe on my free speech by saying this is a hate crime. Then it's different, right? If we can't say gay anymore without using it in addressing something else, and we'll be charged with hate crimes. That affects me. That's stupid. That's ridiculous.
It's been like that for a while though, hasn't it? Like a couple of
No,
years now.
I mean, I guess maybe the F word, and you know what I'm saying. If you
Yeah, that's
nigga,
right.
if a white person or whatever uses something in a derogatory manner towards a
N
black
word
person,
and
that's a hate
stuff
crime.
like that.
You can't use fag like that. I know I said F word before, but
The
I'm
thing with
not
the
calling anybody a fucking fag. So
fag.
there it is.
I don't know. I mean, is the N word though? Like when it comes down to controversy, because like
It is
we
very
all know
controversial.
in certain areas of the United States where it is definitely glorified for certain races and other races not or to use it.
The words
But that'd be like, huh?
the words nigga, cunt,
Yeah,
fag, and bitch are the most controversial words of basically oppression. I would assume those are the
yeah,
ones. Cunt, bitch, nigga,
oppression.
and faggot. Those
Yeah.
are
I think
those are the
that
four
cunt
like
should definitely.
forbidden words that are being said in a trendy way, but at the same time you don't. If you use it in a certain to somebody you don't know and you're heated, you're gonna be slapped with a hate crime type shit, like especially fag and
You know
nigga.
why? First of all, cunt is like an English word from like it's a European word from England. And on top of that, the only reason it's so funny too because I notice people don't like this word. Why don't you like this word? Because other people don't like it. So you
So
feel like it's like you know what I'm saying? Like
well,
women hate the word cunt
mm,
because they're like,
go ahead, go ahead,
nah, go ahead,
go
go
ahead.
if you want to say. But
Only
I
because
just feel
only
like
because it matters how it. All right, so I know it's gonna sound like a
it means
fucking.
pussy. By the way, it just means pussy.
Like I thought it was dirty pussy, but I guess that's the definition that
Either
people
way,
use it
I
now.
mean, is
But
it wrong?
words do mean something, right? So if I was trying to be the most somebody hates you, right? One of your enemies. Think about somebody you hate. One of those dudes we were talking about the other day, right? Imagine
Mm-hmm.
you know when he's trying to be if you guys were in an exchange of words and he used a word that was so disrespectful, he called you a nigga, he called you a faggot, and you know he meant those words in the utmost disrespectful way. That's when those words actually mean like
Have meaning.
it's like they don't know any other word in the English language but to use these words because they're trying to offend you in the most prolific way. They just want to just like you're just a dirty scum, fucking nasty. You are less than the maggot that crawls through the dirt. If there was a word for that, whatever the case may be, they're gonna use it. They're gonna describe you as a nasty motherfucker. It doesn't matter.
First of all, those words only mean or have any weight to them if you give them
Yeah,
that power.
that's everything. That's
But if you don't,
but
if
that's
you
a lot
don't,
of
they
analogy.
absolutely mean nothing.
That's an analogy, but that's a problem, right?
No,
You
go
can
ahead.
control those emotions, but you can't at the same time. You can walk away from somebody disrespecting you. Doesn't mean you're not mad. You can walk away, be the bigger man, whatever they call it. Like some white racist dude calls me a nigger. It doesn't affect me. It's not going to change my day to day life. But it pisses you off, and I can be them. I can either punch him in the fucking mouth, you know, or walk away. But just because I'm walking away doesn't mean I don't want to put a bullet between his fucking eyes. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still mad.
Yeah,
Now this
he's
anger
still in
is
the
gonna be
wrong.
built up and kind of used in a different manner somewhere else. You feel what I'm saying? If I dealt
They're
that
called
anger,
hate crimes for a reason, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? That person that if they did say that to you, hypothetically speaking, they are 100% in the wrong and they deserve everything that comes to them. But you're the energy that you're giving back to it is what gives that word power in general.
My problem is, it's like if somebody breaks in your, this is the analogy I'm gonna give. If,
Shoot 'em.
because this shit really happens. If somebody breaks in your fucking house but they realize that you know, they're stealing your shit, they got your shit, and their back is turned towards you, about to jump out the window, and you shoot them, and you go to jail.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? That's
It
like
does happen.
why it
Yo.
happened. It's happened thousands of times. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo,
Why are we feeling
2000.
sympathy
There's
for
been-
the person who turned their back on you? I didn't. I'm the one. I'm the victim here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm being robbed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Yo.
like now. I don't mean to
I
put
want
a
to
bullet
throw a
between
little
somebody
more
who
meat
uses.
onto that real quick.
Hold on, but what
Someone
I'm saying,
robbing your house, if they slip and fall and break their leg, they can sue you.
they're even
If
worse.
they're
That's
while
a
they're
fact.
robbing your
That's a
house.
fact.
In certain
That's a
states,
fact.
that's a thing, right?
They
You shouldn't
shouldn't
have
run to jail, but
watching
they can
mop your
sue you.
floor while I was trying to rob it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? But at the end of the day, why is that up to me to control my emotions or control myself when somebody is taking something from me? It could be fucking emotionally, physically. Now, does someone calling me a nigger, deserve a bullet in the head? You know, in my brain,
Kinda.
my anger says yes, but they definitely deserve a fucking punch in the mouth, and I should
Yeah.
receive no consequences for stomping this man up. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know, he may not deserve death, but he definitely deserves the mitts. You feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
He
if I punch his
deserves
fucking,
pain.
he don't deserve to take me to court or nothing like that and get money off me.
Pain's the
fuck
best
that.
teacher.
And then and this is bringing me to the next topic. So on Facebook, there's a lot of people, who advocate for these people that are on death row, right? So I argued with somebody for 2 days about fucking inmates on death row, saying, "Oh, we America shouldn't be having execution penalty." I'm like, "Fuck you! You're talking about America's worth." This picture, this article, this whole post was about an article of some woman who murdered a pregnant woman, cut the baby out of this woman and everything, murdered her and then cut the baby out of her and everything. And these people on this post are finding sympathy for this person.
I'm seeing it right now. Wait, what was her name?
Yeah.
I don't even remember the lady's name. It doesn't even fucking matter. The point is matters. Oh, we shouldn't have a death penalty. She has a mental. Why are we killing people when they have mental instabilities or whatever the fuck they want to say? It doesn't matter. They are
Lisa
after
Montgomery.
maybe it was something like that. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Shit,
At a certain age,
yeah, I purge that motherfucker's kids and everything too. I'll kill them all. They all gotta go.
It doesn't
I
even matter.
gotta get that out of the genetic code real quick.
So it doesn't
They
even
can
matter.
have-
I do that shit like some
Hold
Kim
on,
Jong Il
let me
shit.
get this out. So it doesn't matter
This is in
if
2004, by the way.
So it doesn't matter if that person's a monster, regardless of what you say. The people like that are monsters. There's so many people that rape little girls, murder them. These are the type of people on death row. But the reason why you're finding sympathy is because you went on Netflix, you watched the show that I Am a Killer, and you watched the beginning of this person's life, and now you feel bad for them. When these people there's not many people on death row that are like that actually feel sorry, who just lost themselves. There's actually people out here that are actually stone cold killers, evil people, murderers, savages that do it just for the pleasure of doing it. Jeffrey Dahmer was one of them people. Do you feel bad for him? No, you don't.
And he killed black men too. On top of
He
that,
even said it himself. Do you want to be released? If you could be released today, you think, you know what I mean? You're talking. The interviewer said, "You're talking to me. You seem like you feel bad for what you did. Would you accept being released from prison?" And he said no, because he knows he would go back to doing what he was doing. These people are fucking monsters. Now, the reason I gave, I'm like, first of all, it's cheaper to fucking euthanize these human beings. It costs in the state of Virginia, the most expensive dose of lethal injection was $16,000. Yeah, that sounds like a lot, but do you know how much it costs to house one inmate for a year? That's not people on death row. One inmate in general a year. It's roughly $54,000. So for a private prison,
I thought it was 30 something.
Different states is different.
Yeah.
So Alabama is the cheapest, which is $34,000 per inmate a year. Yeah, per inmate. That's one person a year. You gotta don't forget
max, though. That's gonna be a max.
For private prisons, to be held at a private prison, the government will pay up to $150 a day. That's $54,000 a year for one person. Just one. That money comes from taxpayer dollars. Regular prisons that are government run, that are government owned, the building was built by taxpayer dollars. The staff, the CEOs are paid by taxpayer dollars. Their uniforms, the food provided, the medical care, the medical supplies, the lights,
Uh,
that's all
Everything's
coming out.
paid for.
Everything is
All
coming out of our
inclusive.
pockets. Now, think about it like this, right? So there's 2,721 people currently on death row. If each person is euthanized at $16,000, that's $44 million that it would cost. Think that
Think
is
about the
not even
savings.
that is literally sand grains in a bucket
Compared to the actual.
compared what you would pay for them all in their lifespan. Imagine they're gonna stay alive for the longest because they're eating 3 square meals a day, healthy living, no sugar, no nothing, hardly ever. Okay, so if they live 30 plus years,
waiting.
plenty
think
of
about
sugar, by the way.
I'm just saying. So if it costs, say, let's meet in the middle. Say it costs 40 grand a year per person. 2,700 times 40. That's a year. Imagine 30 years times that. You're in the billions. You're cutting, like, we pay so much fucking money in taxes for this, for the America's worst. Why are we paying? Because these people decided they like murdering people. Why should America pick up their burden and pay for their life and pay for?
All right, listen. Joe Biden put a temporary prohibition on that activity of her execution.
No, he didn't.
He's
I'm reading it right now.
He has no political fucking. He's not a politician yet. He's still a citizen.
Let me, and no, and you're right on that, but it says right here.
Use the bathroom.
It says his pre-presidential election has suggested that he would put okay, so you might be right, Scott, that maybe he hasn't done it right this second, but
He plans.
He plans on doing that, yeah.
Plans on doing a lot of shit.
Hey, that man's getting me paid right now.
He is?
No, you know what? No, you know what? He's not because nothing.
Nothing right now.
Right now.
He's
right
president in 3 days.
In 3 days, yep.
He has just as much power as you and me right now.
Yeah, he's a citizen, but
Yeah.
you know he has a little bit more pull than we do, but
only
because he's a candidate.
He's
That's
president.
Well, he's not a candidate. He has pre-election. Yeah, he's a president-elect. But as I'm seeing right here from this, it was a case in like 2004.
Hey, did you guys see they have like fucking like 16,000 National Guard down at fucking the White House? Yeah.
Yep.
They
for the inauguration.
After that meme that was posted that how much money is like being spent and like this and that, and then you have that dude dressed up like a fucking 1800 fucking Indian hunter up in the Native American hunter. Like,
yeah, I saw.
Yo, I don't know. Americans, we squander the American people's dollar. No, it's fucked 100%. Up because these politicians see their whole paychecks. They see their whole paychecks, if not more than they need to see, at the expense of our dollar. But we have to pay every fucking cost, everything. Everything comes out of our pockets. Yeah, it may because it's being taken out of in a check form that and we don't see where that money goes, bro. It doesn't matter. $172 is being pulled from my check, or $270 is pulled from my check every 2 weeks to fund shit that I don't agree with. That's my problem.
100%.
Yeah, like hold on, let me look something up real quick. What's like the average American earner?
Like,
I don't mind being taxed for the roads.
10 to 15,000, I think.
I honestly don't mind being taxed for the roads, for the streets and shit like that, to keep upkeep with the streets. I wish some of my money went to more schools. If I'm
you're paying for me to get paid right now. That's what you're trying. That's like more of what if not like what you're trying to talk about.
But that's the problem. I don't mind paying taxes to someone who's actively looking for a job and collecting
But
money.
there's people that don't
Ambitious
deserve
people,
it.
right?
At
So
the end
then
of the
you
day.
got people who don't deserve it, right? They lie about saying they're actively looking for a job, or say like, and it doesn't matter. It's not just unemployment; it goes to welfare as well. There's people who are not disabled or not
Women
really
that are
falling
pregnant.
down on hard times, and if they have fallen down on hard times, they're not actively trying to better themselves so they don't be dependent on the community. Because I won't say the government; I'm going to say the community because that's where the money is coming from, the community.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
feel what I'm saying? You not being shit directly affects everybody around you. You may just because you don't feel it because the money is kind of being ghosted out of your check or whatever the case
You
may
were gonna
be.
pay it anyway. You were gonna pay it anyway.
It doesn't matter. It's like you're pulling funds from somebody else's kid's mouth or somebody else's future, so you don't have to be shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like
Fact.
in the military they have something called the Navy Relief Marine Society, where
Yeah.
basically it's a loan company, um all all donated. It's all donated. All the money that's in this program is donated from the military members, right? So if a military member falls down on hard times, they go to this place and they ask for a loan.
It's beautiful.
It's a non
That's
it's
great.
yeah, it's a non-interest loan, right? So no questions asked, no nothing. They 500, I think it's $500, no questions, no nothing. And they
But
get
you have
but
to be
the thing is
enrolled.
it's not being pulled from my like our checks without us knowing. They send you a pamphlet and they'll ask you, do you want to contribute? You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
To
I would.
to this organization, because all the money
Yeah.
is literally charity. It's a non profiting organization, which is great. So why can't so basically anybody who's on this in the military, they're not going to stay on this shit for longer. They're going to make sure they get out of their financial situation so they don't have to depend on this blessing. Really, that's basically what it is. Somebody who's giving out of their own paycheck to help somebody. You know what I'm saying? So why doesn't the welfare system kind of work in that aspect? Why don't the people who are on it have that mentality? It's like, why do they think they're
Because
entitled? Like, where does the entitlement come from? That's what I want to know. If you're a person
I
out there
mean,
on government assistance, where does your entitlement come from? I want to know. Please email us. I want to know. I want to hear your thoughts on it. I really want to know because this is crazy. I just want to know why do you feel like you
You
are?
deserve more.
they're
It's not even that.
categorizing, you know.
No, it's just, I mean, obviously nobody's gonna fucking sit here and be like, yeah, I'm entitled, we deserve it, blah blah. Listen, everybody deserves help. That's not what I'm trying to eliminate. I don't mind helping anyone, but at some point in time, should there be
Help.
time limits on your help?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you
Help
shouldn't be
shouldn't be a lifeline like forever.
exactly.
It shouldn't be a way of life.
Should we help you
It's
for
not help.
18 years, or should we help you
It's government.
until you get
That's
on your
government
feet?
dependency. That's
We
literally government dependency. You're dependent on the government to feed
That's what I'm
you,
saying. Like,
clothe you, to do everything for you, to pay you.
you should have a chance at life. You should 100% have a chance at life and a chance at making something of yourself, right? And I believe those systems should be in place for a certain amount of time. That's just what it is. Unless you have a disability, I don't
Yeah,
mind. I don't
disability is a different
disability.
story.
If you can't, if you know you're autistic, you got disabled because unforeseen. You got blind. You're blind. You lost your hearing. Any of that, all of that stuff that hinders you from making an
Is
honest
autism
paycheck,
a disability?
huh?
Because is autism a disability?
It can be. I mean, it depends on
100%.
It
how
depends on
bad it
how.
is. How
Yeah.
bad it is. You know what I'm saying? Some people turn their
You're not.
autism into money. You know what I'm saying? It.
It's like saying, yo, how deaf are you?
You know
No,
what I'm
that's a
saying? I don't.
100% disability.
I have no problem helping anyone who's truly in need, like disabled people who didn't pick that life. You know what I'm saying? But normal citizens, women who had who lost their baby daddy because he's a piece, or a dude whose baby mama left him and left him with a kid, bro. That's poor decisions in general. At the end of the day, but at the same time, your help should only go so far. Okay,
Yeah. You
until
should only have too long to get your shit together.
like not until your kid's 18, bro. Like honestly, at the end of the day, like I hate to say it, but honestly, it's a dog eat dog world, bro. If you couldn't get yourself out of the mud and provide for your own family, don't expect the community to raise your kid for you. You know what I'm saying? That's just all I'm saying. It's
All
like
right, but
it's fucked up. You.
um, Devil's avocado right now.
Hmm.
They was gonna take that money from you anyway.
Say again. Devil's
The
avocado.
government was going to take that advocate.
Oh,
Like there was like a
yeah, you
play
said
on words, like
devil's.
it's very common.
Oh,
But
it's the first time I heard it.
it
That's
was
fine.
going to take that money from you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
So
then
then
would have
we
went to
complain about it.
different programs.
Well, but my
For
thing is,
instance, they could have went to our
no, we're
education,
just hold on,
which is
Pete.
fucking
Hold on,
getting
Pete.
destroyed right now.
No, that's what they
We're
tell
just
you.
Our
having a-
educational programs are fucking
I'm just
ass.
having
They're
a.
going downhill.
I'm just having a normal conversation, right?
It can go
No,
to a
I'm
lot
just
of
saying,
different
like,
places.
we can all
Like,
sit
go
here
to
and think
war.
of where this money could be going. Because that's what I'm saying. Especially education. It should be criminal for these colleges to be charging 130 fucking K for education. I feel like the most you should ever be charged for education is 50 grand.
60,000. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
what we in the same
60,000.
boat. It doesn't matter. Like, why is something costing a
More than
home
what you're making.
a
Not
year?
only that, it's like look at people
Bro,
like
there's no way. There's no reason for
that.
that. I don't care what you say. There's
It's
no reason
it's
why to
it's
charge
a,
somebody 60 grand.
it's elitism, bro. It's just more elite shit. Like
Mm,
the elites go to these
100%.
colleges. The elites' kids go to these colleges. It's not meant
There's so
for us,
many ways
you
there.
and me, to have our kids go to these
Mm.
fucking Ivy League colleges. It's not meant for
Yeah,
us.
so they
It's
made
meant
it
for
so
them.
expensive. They made it so expensive that they made sure the common man
That
can't
only
get
they
there.
can get in there. Only they can,
True.
and maybe a scholarship or two.
It's true.
So,
It's
Scott,
generational wealth.
Scott, do you feel comfortable with the situation where you could say what you do for occupation on camera?
No.
Okay, then conversation on that ended.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So, well, can you just say something else as a substitute? You
Example?
don't have to exactly.
So, all right, so Scott doesn't want to say what he has going on, but at the end of the day, I feel like you, or just not you, or the people in general, and I'm not telling people what to do, but you're better off going to a trade school before you go to a college.
For sure.
Hell yeah.
That's why I want to. I want to preach that to most of you guys out there. College is not for everybody. Honestly, it's really not for. It's honestly not for most people. To be honest, let's be real. Most kids don't know what they want to do. You know, most kids have this weird dream of some childish dream. Be a firefighter. I want to live in this place.
I wanted to be an archaeologist.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, you could be those things as long as you stay on that path, right? That's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I diverted off that path quick.
But like, you got to remember, right? Whatever job you want to do for a living, make sure you can't really make sure, but just I hope you're passionate about it, because when you start wasting time and resources towards these jobs, you're gonna realize that you don't really have much time to waste. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna end up saying, "Damn, I wish I would have just did this like my buddy did. I wish I became a carpenter like him. I wish I would have became an electrician, a construction worker, or I wish I became a mailman, or I wish I became, something that didn't require like literally 8 years of school to become, because it's such a cutthroat."
Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, just become a doctor. Look at the competition. It's not even just the money. Not only is it super expensive, cost you 100 grand, it also you got to get top grades just to
get hired.
Just to get hired. A lot of these young people or people my age are getting degrees, but yet aren't finding the jobs that these degrees actually qualify them for.
Well, a lot of people are getting degrees in useless shit too.
And that's another thing, like political science, philosophy,
Liberal
all
arts.
that stuff. Like,
Liberal
only thing
arts,
you
like,
could
what the
become is
fuck?
basically a professor, a teacher of these things. You know what I'm saying? If your goal isn't to become a teacher, then don't get a fucking political science major and think you're gonna be fucking Donald Trump or some shit, or
Honestly,
Joe Biden, or
get a fucking business degree and fucking.
yo.
just
You
do
know
what
what's
you
actually come up right now that I'm gonna get after I'm done getting my associates. I'm going to get a life insurance license. I want to sell life insurance on the side, because one reason, life insurance is a great way to make money, and everybody needs it. Literally everybody needs it. If you care about your generation, you'll go get some life insurance, bro, and it costs pennies out of your check just to do it. Like, if you don't have life insurance, you should probably think about getting it, especially if you're at my age. If you want something for yourself or your family when you pass, then you need to think about life insurance and a 401k. And honestly,
I ain't got no kids, so I just keep 10 grand for a funeral.
that's what I'm saying. Like, but still, but even you, Scott, you can go and you should put at least a few $1,000s on a CD for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Fake my own death, marry myself.
Not even that.
Hell
It's not
yeah.
even about life insurance. Just put. Why not? If you're gonna have money, might as well have it gain interest, you know, on a CD.
Nah, I want to get
Short,
like
hold
50.
on,
I want to get
short
50
term.
grand and play with the market, the stock
Yeah, you can
market.
do that, bro. Scott, you can
That's
do
my
that too.
plan.
Scott, you can do that too. What I'm saying is, you should do short CD plans. They don't have to be a 30-year plan. It's just a 10-year plan. Money sitting there that you ain't touching. 10 years comes around, it's already tripled its worth. You take it out, you good. You know what I'm saying? It's what
Yeah.
it is. It's a guaranteed. Only thing that, well, it's not guaranteed. Nothing's guaranteed. Obviously, you're worried about fucking, banks crashing and all this dumb shit. You don't want a Santander problem, right? You gotta
Well,
research.
so the economy is real weird right now. It's hard to invest with a new president coming in.
100%, 100%. I think
That's why I
we're
haven't. Like, I keep thinking about investing and like where my investments would be. They'd be pretty good right now, but
there's gonna be a war coming. I feel it. It's been too peaceful for too long. There's a war coming.
I think we need it. Maybe we'll fucking harden us up instead of being
I
soft
don't
ass
care. That
pussy.
shit, yo, there's nothing that pissed me off more than somebody on Facebook sitting here saying the riot at the Capitol was was the worst attack on America since 9/11. I couldn't believe that dude said that.
That's yeah.
I said that
That's
was the
Yeah.
dumbest
insane.
shit I've ever heard. Like,
Five
bro,
people. 5 people died.
I don't even want to get into it. That honestly, obviously,
Just the
Don't say
just the
like
analytics
those
is fucking
timelines
crazy.
didn't matter, but that person's not right at all. But
No.
no. But what I'm saying is,
those
it's
five lives
how can you
are
say that?
definitely
How can you compare that, right, to the day that
you can't. You can't.
everybody in America was watching on TV a plane run into a building or people literally jumping to their fucking deaths. Never mind the people that
Do
actually.
you guys?
What?
Do you
Go ahead.
guys remember where you were at?
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
I was in my fourth grade
I know
class.
where
I
I was
faked
at.
sick
Look, all
that
right,
day. I
so
faked sick that day, and I stood home. I watched the whole fucking thing unfold on TV.
okay, so Hakeem, now where were you at
I
when
was
that
in
happened?
fourth grade class, and my teacher put it on. We all sat in a circle and fucking
Really?
sat there and watched as my
Okay,
teachers were
so
crying. And we
I
didn't
think I
know.
was
As a
in fifth
child, I don't
grade.
know what's going on. Really, I didn't know how how
Like,
like big
You
it
didn't know how
was.
real,
severe it
It
was.
seemed
how
fake
real
because
it was.
everything on TV as you're a kid is fake. Like, oh, this is just a
Yeah,
TV
it's just a
show.
movie.
Yeah, type shit.
Okay, so all right,
Shitty quality.
it was too obviously. I was gonna say it was 9/11. Clearly, it was 9/11. You know what I'm saying? And I had gotten home from school, and obviously we were all at Hathaway. Obviously, Scott was a block and
I
a
was at
half
home.
away. Yeah, Scott was a block and a half away. And I had gotten out of Hathaway. My mom picked me up, and like she wasn't like distraught. She wasn't like sad, but she was just like disgusted type. You know what I'm saying? Type
Hmm.
of deal. So I get to my house on 230 North Street. That wasn't my house at the time; it was my grandparents' house. And I get in the house, and my grandparents are watching TV, and my mom's watching TV, and they sit me down, and I'm just like, you know what I'm saying?
Awkward.
I
This is
don't
awkward.
know, I don't know, I don't care at this time of my life. And then I'm seeing the towers go down on the footage on like CNN or whatever the station it was on, and I was just like, wow, like at this point in my life, I don't know about no hate, I don't know really know about
Hmm.
nothing like that. Like,
Nobody does. None of
and
us
I'm
kids
just
know,
seeing this shit, and I'm just like, this is fucked up. Like that's not
bro.
what I say in my head, but I'm just like, this is not right, you know. So
It's just
it
at the end of
definitely,
the yo. It's just like for this person said, it's like never mind the people who like we've seen this on TV. Never mind the New Yorkers who are
Lived
still
it.
lived it.
the millions of exactly who lived it. The millions of people who are still affected by concrete lung from the dust that settled from the fucking buildings crashing. Never mind the millions of people who are pulling dead bodies from the fucking rubble. You've never I don't care how many fucking gun fucking shootouts you've been in. You ain't never seen that many dead bodies laying around. You ain't seen
Like,
people dying in front of your
fucking,
face. You ain't seen none of that shit. So for someone to sit here and be
you
like the
know,
attack on the Capitol was the worst they've seen since 9/11. First of all, how old are you? You feel what I'm saying? Because I know
um,
I was only goddamn a wee boy, nine,
Yeah,
maybe
young
10
10.
boy.
years old. 11. I think I was 11. I was 11 years old. Um. So if You might. When was you born? Was you born that year? You know what I'm saying? Was you an infant then? No
Mm,
wonder why you have that type of thought. Like this is the craziest shit you've seen. You feel what I'm saying? You
that's
haven't.
true. That's
You
a good
didn't
point.
see because at 11 years old you may not understand, but you see emotions on your parents' face. You see how the world's changing. You see people. You see the war talk. You see how life is. You see America's coming together. We grew up in a time where we could go to our neighbors and ask for help, where your parents would ask the neighbor
For a
to
cup of
watch you
sugar.
to do daycare for your parents. We were together at that time for a long time, even before the 9/11. We were America
2000.
loved
I mean, not 9/11 brought a lot of people together though.
brought so many
There was
people
some
to, for
unity,
Hell
so
bro.
long,
There was a lot of unity,
and then Obama, and then it started splitting
and then it
apart.
went downhill.
Right here, right with America's first black president, and then everybody was mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
That's true, bro. That's
I'll
so
be right back.
true.
But my brain, I always think like, bro, is America so racist, right?
No,
If
no,
if
no, no,
America
no, no. I think a lot of people.
If America was so racist, how did they allow a minority to become president, right?
It was on a Tuesday, by the way, but
Which
I
there's
think a
more
lot of
white people.
people.
Even at that time, there was way more white people than there is any other race. Right now, there is still more white people, but it's down to 50% now. White
Oh,
people are hit the
no, that's not
50% mark.
true. I'm gonna look that up. That's not true. That has to be
It is
not
true.
even close to true.
It is true.
White people breed with other ethnicities more than anybody.
Mo, what I'm saying is white people make up 50% of the U.S. now. Now the other half are all technically minorities, are different races. That's the analytics.
Caucasian
I don't like
population.
I said. How true is it? How do they get this information? I mean, that's pretty hard to do, right?
Facts, facts.
It's
I
pretty hard to
also
do.
agree. I
Numbers
also
are
agree with
skewed.
myself.
There's always a plus or minus. Like, I really don't. I don't like
They die
statistics, but I
every
like
people die
statistics.
every second, bro.
I like statistics, but I don't like statistics because it really statistics you can't get real world numbers at least like this
Okay,
because
so
there's
in
so many different aspects.
2019,
What's considered white, right?
exactly, exactly. You already know about somebody that I know down here that claims, you know what I'm saying?
I mean,
And paper. First of all,
Cubans look
you're not
white.
meeting these families. You're getting paperwork
I mean,
claiming that this color.
look at Cubans. They look
That's
like
my
white
point.
people.
All right, so in 2019, 236.5 million Caucasians in America, which is probably roughly 1/6 of the population for the whole as a whole in the
Why don't
United
you just
States, right?
Google what's the percentage of white people in America?
That's exactly what I did. I put Caucasian.
What was the percentage? What was the number?
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. That's
When
exactly
you
what
break it up with fractions, nobody's gonna understand what you're saying.
Yeah, because they don't fucking want to do nothing.
Man, do you understand
Uh,
fractions?
what is it? Fractions?
Oh,
Are you talking to me right now?
yeah. If you want to, I know how to get the percentage, but do you?
70. Oh wow, that is way fucking higher than I thought. It's 73%, and that's in
Wow.
2017.
So see what I
And
see.
non-Hispanic,
That was in 2000
non-Hispanic
what?
white,
That was 2000 what?
17.
Bro, you see how what I
That
seen was a lie, and then like what you just googled was, you know what I mean?
it doesn't mean because on Google it's the truth, but it says non-Hispanic whites make up 60% of the country's population. Whatever the fuck that means.
Sixty
So you're
percent.
telling me that 13% possibly could be Hispanic descent,
Thirteen
but they're
percent is
claiming
always black.
Caucasian?
13%
Well,
is always black. Black has never gotten lower or higher. It's always stood at this 13%. Not the exact number,
Everybody want to
percent.
be hey, everybody want to be black. Nobody want to be
I'm
black.
just
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
So I mean, if you're
So
not black, that means but what's considered black? Are we talking halflings? Are we talking mixed people? Are we talking Afro Latinas? What are we talking about? What is considered
that's a
black?
good
yeah,
question.
that makes a lot of sense too.
Like
All
this
right,
is
so I'm gonna
so
Google.
stupid.
Actually, is it called black or African American?
Do hold on. For the for
Because
so say
African
if
American and black is a whole different fucking
hold on
ballgame,
now,
isn't
hold
it?
on now. So say if you're black and you're half Hispanic, do they put one tick in each one? If you're half white and half black,
That's what I
should
was thinking.
that's what they
Maybe
need
put
to
half a
do.
tick.
Everybody gets a tick. Everybody gets a fucking tick, bro. Like if I'm half white and black, white person gets the white category gets a tick, and a black person gets a tick. It makes sense because
No,
it would.
Well, no, by those numbers, you'll have a
They would
population
even
of
out. They
300
would even out. They would even out the percentages.
You'll have a population of 300 million, and you'll be
We're
accounting
not looking
for
for a
5 million
population. We're
people.
talking about like race wise. It's not about the population. It's just about a
It's
percentage.
a
Yeah, but
suburb.
it's directly
I understand what you're saying,
correlates with the population.
but that's
All I'm getting is that 60%.
this is why we need to stop the race thing and just do like Scott said the last podcast. Just we're Americans.
Be American.
God
That's it.
damn, that's all it is. Obviously, we have a history, and that's why it can't. But the whole skin color thing is kind of beyond us because it honestly makes everything so confusing that it'll never.
so primitive.
It's because like I said, you
complicates
you
simple
have
issues.
Hispanics have white skin. You have Spanish people who have black skin, but they're not considered black people. You feel what I'm saying? You have Asians who have white skin, but obviously their eyes are different. But they're still white skinned. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so what if
So are
it
they
really
white?
came down to what if it came down to
Off yellow.
region at that point? Because
It does.
like where we're
It should
from, it
always come down.
don't where we're from. Let me finish now before you go ahead. But so where we're from, it's just like it doesn't matter what color you are. Like it does a little bit, but once they know you're verified, you are straight no matter where you go. But
50%
in
does
other
and
places,
50%
like,
doesn't.
huh?
Your 50% does and doesn't, right?
And I do agree as well because there's been times where such and such has been in a place where this may or not might fly, but there's also been places where you have been where that race shit has doubled up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the little kids,
So
like,
sick
you know
of
what I'm
this.
saying?
I'm
Like,
so sick of this. I'm just sick of race, bro. This is just America needs to get over this shit. Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm so sick of like talking
I mean, the
about my
media keeps
skin
drilling it
color.
into our heads that it's such a fucking severe issue.
I'm so sick of thinking about my color, bro. Like, I don't care enough anymore. Like,
if you
what
believe
are we
color's an
fighting
issue,
here?
then you idiot. I
Can we
can't
can we
preach a
fight police
certain
brutality without fighting the race with it? Like every
thing.
cop
Talk about
abuses
it.
their powder.
Talk about it.
Every fucking
Talk
cop
about
has a color. We've seen black people, cops abuse their power. We've seen white cops abuse their power. We've seen Spanish cops abuse their power. Ask the inmates. That's why I want to get one of my inmate friends on here. Ask the inmates about their COs who abuse their power. What color are they? I can guarantee you they've seen every single ethnicity of CO who abuse their fucking power. Can we stop with this fucking white cops, white cops, white cops? No, it's all cops. It's people who are in position of power. Because why? You know how I know that? Because look at people in the hood who have power. They abuse that power to rob people, to do everything, to do the most handiest shit. Look at anybody. Look at anybody who's trying to make money and they're taking advantage of everything. They're taking advantage of their power. Look at Pete here, who's trying to fucking sell one of his rings, right? The jeweler has the power because he knows about fucking jewelry. So what does he do? He's going to try to fucking scam him into selling that ring to him cheaper so he can make quadruple the fucking profit off it because he holds the power and the knowledge about it.
It's supply and demand.
Yo, they just people need to stop with this color bullshit. It's like, bro, there's bad people, 100% bad people. Whether did white people at one point in time think they were the fucking supreme race? 100% in America. Are there still some of them people? Yes, there is. Are there a few black people that think this? That think they're the superior race? Yes, there is. Okay,
yeah.
but we don't. Why are we thinking about
Was it Nick Cannon, bro?
the few, the far, and not in the in between? Who gives a fuck? That's not the normal people that we encounter every day. So I hate that people go and see a black person and be like, oh, this dude's probably a thug, and he's probably, he probably don't like white people. Like, bro, most people don't think this way. Like no, stop thinking that every white person's racist or every black person does this or every Spanish person like some things are jokes and it's cool. Like we can all joke about stupid things.
Not cool, but it is.
But this whole
true
this whole police brutality thing isn't a color thing. I believe it's a fucking it's legitimately a police thing. Yeah, yes. And then you're gonna hit me with, oh, well, why do they disproportionately put black people behind bars than any other race? Is that true? No, because there's 75% more white people getting locked up than there is How would we talk about why there's more males getting locked up than there is females, even though they commit
Yeah, how
about the
about we
same
go
amount of
gender
crimes?
equality on that shit?
Like, let's not
Let's
talk
not do
about
that.
black. Let's not talk about race. Let's talk about gender inequalities of males getting more fucking. Now males do commit more fucking. Well, we get charged with more heinous crimes than women. Because let's be real. Like I said, like I
Not
said,
crimes in general.
like I said before, bro. Women who say there's a woman who dates who's being promiscuous, right? She has a boyfriend. You know what I'm
Is
saying?
she wrong?
You know what I'm saying? She breaks up with that boyfriend, right? Now she dates one of the ops. Now she getting with one of the ops, right? She's mad at this man right here. So she sets up this man, even though these two got beef. She'll set up this
That's
man
attempted
and
murder.
get this man killed and get one of
Premeditated
her
murder.
actually, are women getting charged with that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a year and a half
they
or
are.
something.
100%. No, not year and a half. Like 15.
That's but do they get found guilty most of the time?
You don't get found guilty of murder. You get found
Okay,
guilty of
okay,
premeditated
okay.
murder.
Well, maybe that wasn't a good one. Okay. Well, look at
That was
domestic
not a good
violence.
one.
Look at domestic violence cases. Women will be
Yeah, that's
on men constantly. Men out here, they've got men out here not putting their hands on women, but women will beat them to shit. And then saying a dude pushes her back, boom, she calls the cops. Jail,
yeah, facts.
jail. Look at
Facts.
how they treat.
I've
Look
seen.
at look at how they treat unfit parents differently. You feel what I'm saying? A dude,
Yep.
a woman will always get custody of her kid, regardless of the if she's a crap parent and the father actually is a good one. Why? I guess most men are shitty parents. I guess you know what I mean. I don't know. Who knows?
Damn, don't say that.
Hey, but
I'm
the thing with the
man.
whole heinous
Historically,
crime thing, I think it's more genetic than anything. Like, not genetic, but
women are better nurturers. I definitely will say 100%. But that's their
yeah,
role.
like
Women are
it's
giving
it's
up their
it's in their
roles though. It's
it's
so
in their
weird.
DNA,
It's not weird. It's
to
just
Let's
to
it's
say
be.
sad.
that's
I hate
controversial.
that fact that women are going against the grain, their biological grain. Like it's that
Yeah,
like just to prove something maybe. I don't know what women you can't even speak on that because it's like every woman is an individual, right? Some women just don't want kids, you know what I mean? And
100%.
that's fine. And it's definitely okay. But the women who do want kids and all this other stuff, it's like is it the government's fault because maybe because everything's so damn expensive that it's hard to be a stay-at-home parent nowadays? So you can't be a stay-at-home. You can't make this bread where before you could
I'm
make
the first example that that's not even true.
what?
That's why. I mean, all right. So what you're saying
that's
holds
definitely true.
definitely holds weight. That in that certain,
Definitely
some
true.
people
To a
be more
point.
blessed than others.
But now
Hakeem definitely does have
it's
a point.
trendy to not want to be a parent. It's trendy to make your own money and
Oh,
to
100%. I can agree on that.
so everything. But and that was the next thing I was going to. It's part government fault for making everything not affordable. So there's no point in having kids. But then also it's a trendy thing to make more money and not want and just I don't know. It's just like a thing like oh fuck these babies. Who cares? Like, nobody wants no family. Nobody wants none of this. We want to live our own lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's. But at the same time, at the same time they still have like this residue of wanting a relationship, right? It doesn't have to involve kids. They want this relationship. Women
Mm.
want this relationship, but the one thing men really want, bro, is pussy and a girl to keep them sane, bro. They don't want
Right.
these type of women who I don't know. I can't
Psycho
explain it.
bitches.
They're dogging men like we ain't shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like we like oh yeah you niggas don't bring nothing to the table. You dudes ain't doing this. You oh a real man does. So a real man's supposed to do everything an old school man is supposed to do, but you women ain't supposed to change. Y'all the new age women. Y'all supposed to basically you know what I'm saying not do anything.
Just do what you want.
Yeah, you make your money, which is cool, which is big ups to be honest. You make your money, boo boo. You get your paycheck. That's honestly awesome. But at the end of the day, there's relationship things that y'all don't want to do. That's the thing. Y'all don't think y'all need to do them anymore. While
I
men's
also tell you on top of that, men be scared of independent women.
are they though?
Yeah, if they don't get no money, yeah, they are.
Well, yeah.
That's your
I mean,
fault.
That's why women
Lazy
love
nigga.
men that are independent.
That's just a lazy bitch. I don't care about no man who ain't out. Listen, if you insecure
You
about
shouldn't care
your
about
girl,
no man.
let me tell you something. If you out here worried about your girl making more money than you, then it looks like you got some friendly competition, and it should make you
This beta
motivated.
male shit. If
Thank
you
you.
can't accept
Beta
your
male
girl and be
shit,
happy for her,
bro.
if
If
you
your
can't be
girl ain't,
happy for your girl making money,
thank you, bro.
shit. If you're making more money than me, I'm going for it.
Now,
Ah,
like this is all I'm
exactly.
gonna,
Yeah,
this is all
that's
I'm gonna
good.
this is all I'm gonna say about that is you know what I'm saying. Now, if your girl dogging you that you ain't making money, but she the breadwinner,
That's a different story.
like it's a
That's a
reverse. So
different.
you don't like the reverse. Like when men made money, we didn't dog women for not making money. Where we in control. Now, is there a control aspect to it? Yes, there is. If you're the one paying for this
100%.
whole motherfucking life, you paying for this motherfucker to put some underwear on his ass or put some food in his mouth, motherfucker, you should have some say so. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm paying for you to live. You know
Fuck
what I'm saying?
about my
Without
house.
me, you be done. Without you, I'd still be living.
Who?
I'm just saying in general. Anybody
I
who's the
mean,
whoever's the breadwinner but I don't. But if a woman's gonna be a breadwinner, then they need to take responsibility for that. You know what I'm saying? If a man's home cooking you dinner, doing like not traditional homebody shit. You know what I'm saying?
when I was in the
You don't
nursery the other
control that
day. Oh,
person.
go ahead. Go ahead.
You don't control that person. But at the end of the day, you have a say so of what goes on in this household because you pay all the fucking bills.
You ain't gonna be doing
Outside,
this.
you bro,
You ain't gonna be doing that.
let me tell you something. I make the rules in this motherfucker because I pay the bills in this bitch. If you want some say so, then you're gonna have to put in. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, you can get out and then you can live your own life. Ain't nobody trying to control you.
bring up the peso.
You know what I'm saying? But so that's what I'm saying. So, but to be dogging your significant other is wrong, right? If you want to be the breadwinner, be the breadwinner, but don't dog your significant other because they ain't making just as much as you are. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you have certain goals in life that you're trying to meet and you want that in a mate, then you should get. Then that's who you should be finding. You shouldn't be settling down with somebody who isn't as ambitious as you are. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like so that goes both ways for men and women. If you're a dude and you want to take care of your girl, you want that traditional. You don't want your girl really paying for nothing. If she does make money, you want that to just be hers. You feel what I'm saying? You just want to fill that role. You just want to feel like a man. I understand that because that's the type of person I am. You know what I'm saying? My wife makes her own money, but she don't have to pay no bills if she don't want to. If she wants to put some money, then she can. I'm not stopping her from paying bills, but it's not a control aspect either.
Yeah, you the big
But at the
earner
end of the
and the
day,
big spender.
but at the end of the day, when she tries to tell me to close my vents or turn off the fucking heat, you feel what I'm saying? Because
Like,
it's
yo, I paid for the heat.
I pay for the goddamn heat. Why are you? The biggest thing in my house was like, don't worry about the bill that you ain't paying for. If you want to care about, I tell her straight up, if you want to if you want to care about this bill, then you need to stop paying for it, and then we'll start shutting this damn vent or shutting the heat off. You feel what I'm saying? The only reason why she want to shut off the heat, not because she's hot, because she wants to save, because she wants to save money. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't because I'm hot, you're cold. It ain't that. It's she wants to save as much money as possible. I understand she's trying to help me and have the bill lower. I get that, but I have this goddamn heat on for a goddamn reason.
It's cold in that bitch.
Exactly. You were saying if I don't care about paying the $80, then you don't need to worry about it. You feel what I'm saying? If you do care about it, then stop paying the motherfucker. That's just what it comes down to. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
I mean, and that's not controlling. That's just what it is. Like as a relationship, you guys gotta understand. Like
Gotta work some shit out.
that's it, bro. That's just work some shit out. Like, but the whole like oh man, women, da, 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 like yo, listen. We get it now. Women make just as much money, or if not more, than men nowadays. But stop dogging your male counterparts because they don't make
But at the end of the day, though,
Yeah.
it's
Just
like,
because you picked
shouldn't
up
you
some gas
feel
station, dude.
like, all right, if your girl makes
Be all
money and you make
positive,
money,
but-
why shouldn't the money be both you guys' money at the end of the day?
So I'm big on like so for that reason for the whole both your money situation is
Both your money.
it is and it isn't. So at the end of the day, so I feel for anybody who's in the situation, a lot of marriages end in these reasons or relationship because when one person makes some money, yes, it's both you guys' money, but the person who actually makes the money
They're gonna say something.
is the bigger. It's like a king and a queen. Okay, queen always has say, but the king makes the final decision. So whoever's the most money maker, if it's your female, she the king. You're the queen in this bitch, nigga. You feel what I'm saying?
What's wrong with that?
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the point is, you can't sit here and tell this person who makes the money that they can't spend their money on something that they. I busted my
If
ass all
you
week.
tell
You ain't gonna tell
somebody
me I
that
can't
what
buy an Xbox when I busted my ass all week. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, how do you don't need to be spending your money on that, and our money on that. That's one of those things. You don't need to be spending our money on that. That's what they be doing. That's what relationships do. Why'd you spend this? Like the person who doesn't work be questioning you. Why'd you spend money on? First of all, I make this fucking money. Don't ever question me on why I spent money on this. You feel what I'm saying? That is the most
all right.
disrespectful thing anybody who makes money can feel when somebody's questioning you on why you spent money on something that you earned.
Stay single, Kings. Stay single.
Or queens.
No, but it's
I
just
hate that fucking term, kings and queens. It's just so ugly.
you definitely
Nah, it's
twisted
not
it.
even that. It's
Um,
just yo. But Peter, to say that yes, it is both your money. But you, if your girl's a breadwinner, right? Say your girl's a breadwinner. Don't ever tell her what she can and can't spend her money on because she
I
earned it.
wouldn't do that
I know you wouldn't.
even if
I'm
I
just,
got more money
I,
than her. I would never tell her that.
I'm just letting you know. Just what I'm saying. So, and then also the person who stays home, you can't be spending up all day money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Right.
can't be the person who fucking like you can spend money. I mean, you want a new outfit, da da da. It's not like you're asking, but
My
you
mom need to
as
hear that one.
if you really if you know you guys' finances, you know how much a cable bill is, electric bill, and all that. You know what he usually spends his money on. That whatever money's left over doesn't just go to you. You feel what I'm saying? Split that shit. Like you're gonna go out and get you a nice little outfit. Make sure you leave that man with some money to go buy whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't drain him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, bro, like I went to go buy a fucking coffee and I went and got declined. What'd you spend the money on? Oh, I just went and got these new shoes and da da da. Or baby, I just got these new Jordans. Da, da, da. I bought like 8 games. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, you're fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
Bleach.
So
I
that's
mean,
why
if
me and
you
my
got a
wife
significant other, you definitely gotta do for them as they do
no.
for you
It's
at
so
the end
much
of the day.
easier. It's so much easier. From my advice to you guys out there, or anybody in this, for you, Pete or Scott who gets in a future relationship, have separate bank accounts. Even if your girl, that person doesn't work, right? You start a So
I
if
got
it,
two. I got
that's what
a
I'm saying. You
personal and a
started separate
business.
bank accounts. You know what I'm saying? One
Personal
that
and business.
one that only he goes. If you're the more manageable person, one that so if it's for your man, you start a little account that you give him money every week. I know it sounds fucking horrible to say it like that. It's not, you make it sound like it's an allowance, but at the same time, me and my wife have separate accounts. I don't give her money; she works. You know what I'm saying? But we have separate accounts. You feel what I'm saying? So she don't ever have to see what I spend my money on or waste my money on, or and I don't see
Gamble.
what she wastes her money on. You feel what I'm saying? So there's no argument in between. So if you're in a relationship where one person makes some money, allot this person some money. Just like you allot money to your savings account, allot this person money. You get paid, give old boy $150. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. If you make good money, give him 500. Whatever, how much you make, who cares? Just drop that shit in a joint savings account where he can get to, and he can spend his money on whatever. It don't matter. You don't need to check it. You don't need to see what he's spending his money on. That's not your business. Let him spend or her spend. Just have separate accounts because conjoint accounts where you're on your phone and you're seeing what this person's spending is going to create arguments. You're gonna be mad that this man went out and bought him a pussy pocket. You're gonna be mad when this girl went out and bought her a fucking some red bottoms. You're gonna be mad because you're paying attention. Leave that shit alone.
Yeah, I think you should give money to people that deserve it. I think like that.
I mean, if you love somebody, you want to give them everything. That's the problem, right? Love
Yeah,
really
you. That's
blinds
that's
you.
the difference.
Love really
It's so
blinds you
hard.
pretty bad, bro.
Yeah,
Especially in the beginning, bro. Especially for males, I wanna say because I can't speak on females and how they feel, but I feel like when you first start dating a girl, you obviously it's not love, but it's that fucking honeymoon phase that they call it. You're really into her. You want to make her like you want to make sure that you bag her. You want to make sure that she stays. So you'll give her everything. You're giving up possessions, nigga. You're willing to do anything to make sure that to show her that you're the right one, bro. When you actually like some chick, dudes do the most, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dudes do the most. Yo,
yeah.
honestly, go ahead, go
The
ahead.
Bucks is up right now. By the way, just so you know, not to cut the conversation off.
Hold on now, I gotta. Don't even
The
tell
Bucks
me.
is up now.
Yo, how do y'all feel, Scott? You there? Okay.
What up?
How do y'all? I already lost it because I tried to ask you. We were talking about relationships or something. Yeah, we up. No, we up. We down by 3, nigga. This guy can't fuck with Pete.
He don't know how
So,
to read the scoreboard, bro.
so we were talking about relationships, right? That's what we were talking about. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
gone. It's
yeah.
gone. It's gone. If
It's
I
just
ever
Pete,
think
you
of
lied, kid.
hard to more for the person. What?
Said you lied.
yeah, you lied. I'm down. Me and my team are
But
down
what?
by 3.
We just walked. You guys don't have the update yet. I just walked past the TV.
What was the score?
10-7.
Yeah, well now it's fucking 10-13.
You niggas suck. What do you want me to tell you?
What?
What do you want me to tell you? Ah,
He said it.
It's all
He
good.
said the
you gotta
word.
say
That's a cut. Cut. Oh man. Anyway, it's all good. We might as well end this shit anyway. It's already been going on for fucking an hour and 40 minutes. Yo,
Yeah.
Pete, sit down so I can end this.
He gone.
Yeah, he gone. Anyway, well, all right,
Okay.
y'all. That's it for today's episode. It's Take Shots. Peace.
Take shots. Remember.